So welcome everybody to US Weather Plus video update. There could be a Derecho setting in by Wednesday, and I hope you're all prepared for that thing. There could be quite some severe weather tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and even Friday. It's now 9:09 p.m. Eastern Time. On this Monday, June the 10th, 2013. First off, let's take a look at the current severe weather. Now, as you see, we have a slight risk here. Portions of the mid-Atlantic in that. Portions of the mid-Atlantic, and earlier these areas were too in these areas, but that all went offshore. And we could do. Tornado risk. There were some tornadoes today across the mid-Atlantic, and there's still a good chance of some more. And there's a chance of a few here too. So in the Tennessee Valley, you'll need to watch for a tornado too. But things really went down. I think there was 30% wind risks earlier and 5% tornado risks in a lot of places, but not really weakened up. So there's still a wind spread across the mid-Atlantic and even across the plains. So that's a wind spread for tonight. And overall, we got the chance of strong storms across the west, in the Intermountain West, and the plains too. But main spread will be in the mid-Atlantic for tonight. Now tomorrow, that's when things begin heating up. Now there'll be a few strong storms in this area. Also, I think there'll be all over the East Coast, actually. Maybe even severe up here, but definitely not here. And there will be a slight risk in this region. Now, so here's what I think will happen. Now, first off, there will be a small cluster of storms in the morning. Then it will quickly dump itself out here, maybe a wind gust or two. Then, this area might get hit up really. Yeah, this area could be really impacted. Lots of damaging wind in this area and some hail possibly too. Builds into a line here, more of a small line, and quickly weakens heading into this area, but at least will produce isolated damaging wind all the way into here. I think the biggest threat area is in here. Now, yeah. Probabilistic. Now, I think there will be a 30% risk tomorrow. First off, I think there will be a 5% for this area, all this area, and a 15% for this area. There will be a 5% for this area indicated. That's correct. There will be a 15% over the area indicated, and I think there might be a 30% in this area, or even more like this area. Yeah, this area. So that could be where you could see some more of the wind tomorrow, possibly 30%. So that's something you need to watch for tomorrow, and that will be the beginning of a Derecho. Now, tomorrow will be just some damaging wind. It will not be a Derecho tomorrow, but it'll begin. The system will come out. The one is going to produce a Derecho. So already tomorrow, areas across the northern plains, so we need to be alert. And here's the Wednesday's outlook. And Wednesday, the slight risk will really get up into the Midwest, and that's when we'll see a Derecho. Some strong storms back over the mountains too. But that's when it really gets into the Derecho potential. So here's the probabilistic, and this is interesting. Now they put a 15% risk here. Now let me tell you what I think. Now I think there will be a 30% for all of this area, pretty much, and a 45% risk into this area. Again, let me change this a little bit. 45%, I think, risk may be possible hatched for this area. So there might be a moderate risk. I say there's a 40% chance that there will be a moderate risk on Wednesday, and 60% chance there will be a high-end slight risk. Now I want to go through the models Now, first off, you see this mess going on the East Coast, which was today. It slowly kicks off, but then tomorrow you see these storms coming on. And that's when the action starts. So, like the South Dakota, you'll be really in the action. That would be probably the most active spot tomorrow. So damaging wind, maybe even hail with this cluster. And it weakens, but rapidly strengthens by Wednesday. So, let's see. This is Wednesday, around noon on Wednesday, I think. And this cluster comes out, becomes very strong. This area is just some isolated wind. This area is strong, damaging wind. In this area, that'll be the beginning of the Derecho. Then this part weakens a bit, and by Thursday evening, this new line, a cluster forms. This will be really strong. Lots of damage went across Ohio and West Virginia and Pennsylvania. That will be really, you'll need to be really watchful in those areas. However, something I wanted to point now. Yeah, and this is by what is this? Thursday morning. This is Thursday morning. So that was Wednesday overnight, and this is Thursday morning. From Pennsylvania to Tennessee, there could be lots of storms, and with damaging wind, especially across Pennsylvania. That'll be the gun on Thursday. But I want to point out one thing. Now, will be a ridge. It will be a huge ridge. Here, you see this line I pointed out. This line. Let me see again. Where's the 570? Where's the 570 line? Okay, here we are. Now, this area will be under a ridge. It will be hot. Hundreds. There could be hundreds easily here. Yeah, there could be hundreds. In my opinion, hundreds all over this area. Some 105s, maybe even up to 110. Some of these areas just crazy, really hot. But the West, why I'm talking about is because this will be the main reason which will not allow storms to get into the southeast. They'll mainly stay above this line. They'll mainly stay north of this line, so that'll keep the storms away from the southeast, even though there will be a few pop-up showers. And farther on, see how that takes off. Really strong through the mid-Atlantic. Could be more damaging with it. New York City, and some of these areas from Massachusetts to New Jersey could be under the gun. And then it moves off slowly. But anyway, so now that I showed you the models, I want to show you my forecast. Now here's my forecast for tomorrow, Tuesday. And the yellow area is thunder showers. I won't concentrate that because there's nothing big. But there'll be 2 areas of thunderstorms, organized thunderstorms, which will be concentrated on. One will be across the East Coast. Chance of strong storms in the orange area. And another area from the Intermountain West down to the plains and all the way down to the portions of the Midwest. Now, strong storms isolated to scattered severe. Isolated severe will be possible from Massachusetts down to Delaware, across portions of the Mid-Atlantic and southern New England. Also, some scattered severe thunderstorms will be possible from Montana through South Dakota to Iowa. Now, I think that this area will have the greatest chance for storms, but anywhere in the red area there could be a severe storm possible. Now, also, I want to say that US Weather Plus presents a new feature which we put the chances we think for severe thunderstorm or tornado watches to happen on a certain date. So I made a map for tomorrow. Like, what are the chances of severe thunderstorm or tornado watch to be issued by the Storm Prediction Center tomorrow, Tuesday? Blue boxes blue areas are severe thunderstorm watches, and red areas tornado watches. Um, so this will be as I said, when the first cluster comes through, there will be a 40% chance of a severe thunderstorm watch from Montana into North and South Dakota, western South Dakota, when that first cluster comes through. But then that heats up with the afternoon heating, and from eastern portions of South Dakota all the way to Illinois, I think there will be a 60% chance of a severe thunderstorm watch. There will be a 20% chance of a watch here in the western plain, in the southern plains too, but since the storms will be mainly strong, not severe, the chances are not great for a watch. Also, two areas that could have different severe thunderstorm watches tomorrow are possible. One from southern New Jersey and Pennsylvania into Virginia could be seeing a 40% chance for a severe thunderstorm watch. Another area has about the same chance from northern Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey, all the way to Rhode Island. Now, I want to show you my forecast map for Wednesday. Severe weather Wednesday with a possible derecho. First, it will be a chance of strong storms across the Intermountain West from Wyoming up to North Dakota and into Montana. Probably will not be severe, but a storm or two producing a strong wind gusts are not completely out of the question. Now, from the Great Lakes down into the Carolinas and up into all the way to New York, there's a good chance there will be some strong storms. But where the red area is, that's where there will be scattered severe thunderstorms. I didn't put any blue areas yet because I'm not that sure there will be a moderate risk on Wednesday. So frankly, this area could see damaging wind, because damaging wind will be the main threat. I think that at best there will be a 15% hail risk somewhere here. Now, what's this black box doing here? Now, here, what's it doing? Significant damaging wind potential. A derecho might be possible. So from eastern Illinois through northern central Indiana, most of Ohio, western Pennsylvania, and northwest West Virginia, there could be a derecho, a widespread damaging wind event, significant damaging wind event, or whatever you want to call it. I also created a map of the chances of watches on Wednesday. Again, the main threat will be severe thunderstorms, and tornadoes will be not very high, so that's why I think a moderate risk might not be issued, because tornado spread will not be huge. But let's start with this area. There will be a 5%, I think there's a 5% chance there may be a severe thunderstorm watch over the Dakotas and Montana, but the threat is pretty low. I think very low in that area. At best, there'll be a storm or two there. Now, there will be an 80% chance of a severe thunderstorm watch for the western portions of the Midwest, Illinois, in western Indiana, maybe portions of Wisconsin, even southern Michigan, southwestern Michigan, let's say. So there's an 80% chance it'll be likely, but a severe thunderstorm watch will be absolutely needed. 95% chance that from western Pennsylvania to northwestern West Virginia to northern Kentucky, all of Ohio, rest of southern Michigan, and eastern Indiana, that area would definitely be hit. But as it progresses east overnight, it weakens in the cool night hours. So there'll be I think there's just a 40% chance for a severe thunderstorm watch for central Pennsylvania, northeastern West Virginia, western Maryland. A few storms may be supported as they dive down south, so a strong storm or two may be possible. Some isolated strong storms may be possible through Virginia and even North Carolina. So that's why I'm putting a 20% chance of a watch issued for western Virginia, southern West Virginia, northeastern Kentucky, and northern North Carolina. The chances for the watch are low, but cannot be excluded. That's it, and by tomorrow I'll make an outlook for Thursday, so I hope you look forward to it. I'm looking forward to it too, so nowcast and possibly live stream will be on Wednesday.